there seems to be a little bit of a culture in Guadalajara where people are looking for some sort of external validation before they do their startup. And my advice would be to, rather than seek funding or seek a sponsor or seek someone else to validate your business model, to just start, to try to focus your business model on something very small, very achievable, and just get out there and start doing your business model and expect that you're going to fail a couple times. But I think the biggest barrier we have here in Guadalajara is somewhat of a culture of waiting for someone to give you permission to start. And I think you don't need permission. You should just, if you have an idea, just get out there and start doing it. Well, coming from a background in San Francisco and the Bay Area, where even most of the ideas that are being funded these days, I would consider them third, fourth, and fifth tier, where I'm seeing some mediocre business models being funded with a lot of money, things that are very esoteric, businesses that are not trying to solve a need, but they're trying to create a need that they can then later solve. Where in Mexico and in Guadalajara specifically, there's tremendous opportunities, tremendous tier one opportunities, things like the ability to so many things here that need to be reinvented. The ability of moving goods and shipping things and things moving around the city, transit types of things. Just access to the internet for things like rating starts. We don't have a Yelp here. We don't have an Amazon here. We don't have an eBay here. There's so many Web 1.0 things that just haven't happened in Mexico. So my advice to young entrepreneurs is don't look at the Silicon Valley as a model of what to build, because the things you're seeing coming out there are based on are sitting on the back of things that happened in the first web revolution. Look at everyday problems that you encounter every day, like just issues that you deal with on a day-to-day basis, and look to the very basics and try to innovate on that level. So I have a specific angle on this one. I get asked that question a lot. I think one of the things the governments try to do here that perhaps is a bit misguided. I think their heart is in the right place, but generally it's government spend money here to try to come up with an ecosystem out of which startups will come. And I think they've got it wrong. An ecosystem doesn't create startups. Startups create the ecosystem. So if you look back in the Silicon Valley, it wasn't that Google waited around for an ecosystem to evolve and then decided to start after that. The ecosystem evolved around successful startups. So my advice to any government agency or any educational facility is don't worry about developing the support systems. Look at individual companies and help them get started at just a granular level. So my thing would be have less meetings, have less conferences, have less cheerleading sessions, and get down in the weeds with actual companies and try to find problems and help them solve those problems on a day-to-day tactical basis. I think that's what we need is 100 companies trying to solve basic problems through Guadalajara. Some of those will be successful, and out of that success will grow an ecosystem.